Well, I'm 4 episodes into Paramount Plus's Fatal Attraction. I think this is a perfect time to be telling you you might actually want to check out this series. Now, I know you're thinking, okay, why does Fatal Attraction need a series? Is it a retelling of the movie? Is it a sequel? I mean, we haven't had a great track record with this of late, but I think that Fatal Attraction is actually pretty interesting. It expands upon the concept of the movie. Up front, we are introduced to multiple timelines, starting with Dan Gallagher being released from prison for the murder of Alex Forrest. Now, of course, we do have a new cast here. Joshua Jackson takes on the Michael Douglas role, Lizzie Kaplan is playing the Glenn Close role, and you may be thinking, okay, they don't really have the sparks. Certainly, this doesn't have the gravitas of the original motion picture, a runaway hit that jump-started the sexy thriller craze that took early 90s cinema by storm. So jumping back and forth, we see how Dan met Alex and how he went drinking and driving one night just as Coach Bombay taught him. I'm never going to get used to Artie, the strongest man in the world, dropping the F-bomb repeatedly. And our hookup scenes are not quite as smutty as Sex Life over on Netflix. But that said, Lizzie Kaplan really wants you to see her boobs. But you just know that you can't keep this going on for long, right? They can't keep hooking up, because she has to turn against him at some point. But episode 3 really turns things on its head, giving us Alex's perspective, how she set this all up, how she's been manipulating people and maybe even hurting herself behind the scenes. In the time skip, we learn more about Ellen Gallagher, Dan's daughter, and how she's in college, she's studying psychiatry, and I think that this young actress, Alyssa Giles, you might want to keep an eye on her. Episode 4 gave us more of a look at Dan Gallagher's Mrs. Beth, played by Amanda Peet. And look, if they're going toe-to-toe, prime Amanda Peet beats prime Lizzie Kaplan. Look, there's only 2 ways this could have gone. A repeat of everything that happened in the film, and we get a little bit of those scenes and iconic lines, but I appreciate taking the risk, telling more story here, fleshing things out, and adding a mystery component lacking in the original film. Hell, I've actually done some jury duty, and I'm thrilled to see a courtroom that looks like a real-life courtroom. The Fatal Attraction series on Paramount Plus may not be what you imagined. It might actually be a little better.
If you appreciate a YouTube channel that doesn't just pad out content to get to the 8-minute mark so that it can hammer you with ad breaks, then you should subscribe to my son's channel. You just got done watching it.